Welcome back to Advanced Software and App Design, and in this one we're going to be talking about how to initialize variables and do operations with them. So first of all, let's talk about integers. An integer is a positive or negative whole number. So these are things like negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2, etc. If you hear dogs barking in the background, I apologize, but they shouldn't be that loud. So in order to initialize these, we say int. We'll give it a name. So the name always goes after the keyword. So int num1 equals 2, and you can print these out as well. So system.println num1. You can print things out by using their variable names, and obviously it'll print 2 over here. So with that in mind, we can do operations with these as well. So let's say we have an int num2 equals 10. We can do things like add them. So we have sum, int sum equals num1 plus num2. And we can print that out. So system out println sum. And that'll give us 12 down here. So let's say we want to divide. So quotient equals, or int quotient, I should say, equals, let's say num2 over num1. And that'll give us quotient. That'll give us 5 down here. So you can do operations, you can do anything you want with variables. That is the first type of variable. That is the integer. The next one is a double. So a double, let's get rid of these. A double is a decimal value. So, or it includes a decimal value. So a double, we could say num1 again, equals, let's say 2.5. And we'll say double num2 equals 0.5. Let's say we want to do a quotient again. So int quotient, or no, we'll have to do a double. Double quotient equals num1 over num2. And if we print that out, quotient, we should get 5 again. Yeah, 5.0. It'll always include that little decimal point. So that's the other one. Next, we have a Boolean. A Boolean is essentially a true or false value. So Booleans contain true or false value. So Boolean true or false equals, let's say, true. We can print out Boolean, or no, we can print out true or, or false. And that'll give us this value. We can update it to false. And that'll give us false as well. So the last variable type I want to talk to you about is a reference type. And a reference type means it references a different class. I'll get into classes later and what that means. So a string. A string basically holds a value that can be contained in quotation marks. So like words and what have you. You can't just have words on their own like this. That's just not how that works. So we'll say string str equals hello world. That's our string. And we can print that out. We can print out string, and that'll give us hello world. You can do a lot of cool things with strings, and I'll get into that in a few later videos. But for right now, that is all of the basic data types that you need to know.